What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 13 of our Medabots Metabee version walkthrough. In the previous video, we found the sewers here below the fountain, and we found out that the Rubberobo gang were recruiting a whole bunch of kids to join the Rubberobo gang. We did try and stop them and get all the kids free, and in today's episode we are making our way back downstairs. And as you can see, we have put on a Rubberobo gang suit ourselves. We're going to try and infiltrate their gang and get some extra information. We're just chatting to some of the other members here, and at the moment it looks like no one has noticed that we are not actually in the Rubberobo gang, but we did end up battling one of the members now. It was a bit confusing trying to figure out how to activate the story, but we did have to battle that one Rubberobo gang member, and then after that, when you try and leave, a whole bunch of the Rubberobo gang leaders will appear. So pretty much all of the Rubberobo gang is here. And then someone came and we are sitting in his spot, so he wanted to know who we are and why we've taken his place. He then challenges us to a battle in front of all the members, so we did battle him and defeat him. But after that we go and approach the leaders, so we'll see if we can battle any of them. But they're just making us battle some other Rubberobo gang members, some of the junior members, but they're a piece of cake. We can defeat all of them quite easily. I wish we could take on all 4 of the leaders now and just destroy them. But now we're taking on one of the big bosses, whose name is SEASLUG, and as you can see, he's got some interesting Medabots. The Medabot battles are just getting more and more difficult the closer to the end of the game that we get. So you really have to start considering swapping up some of your Medabot types. As you can see, we've got 2 normal walking Medabots and 1 flying. We might have to swap out one of our walking ones and either change it to like a mountain or swimming type Medabot. Some of the Medabots that we face later on in the game have some crazy abilities where they can knock out 1 or 2 of your Medabot parts each attack. So things are going to get quite hectic, and we're getting very near to the end of the game. I think we probably have about 5 episodes or 6 episodes left, and then we will have completed this game. So we are very much near the end. We just need to finish off this little sewer saga. But what a ride it's been. It's been an absolute blast playing this game. And now we've finally got SEASLUG down to his final Medabot. And I've got to say, it kind of looks like Alakazam in a way. It's got 2 staffs in his hand, which look like spoons. And it's also got like the whole beard and stuff, like Mega Alakazam almost. But we've still got 3 of our Medabots alive, so we are doing really well in this battle. We have lost quite a few Meta parts, but we're still hanging in there. And it looks like our attacks are slowly hitting our opponents. The problem with this Medabot is it confuses us, so when your Medabot is confused, you have no choice of attack selection or who you're going to attack. It just automatically does it by itself. So that's why it's delaying the time so much, because we are hitting it with random attacks and attacking some of our own Medabots instead of our opponent. So this confusion ability can be a bit of a nightmare. But there we've done it. We've defeated SEASLUG and earned one of his Medapots. After defeating SEASLUG, they get news that the Select Corps are on the way and they do not want to be caught by the police. So they all flee the area, and we decide we're going to try and go deeper into the sewers. So there was like a door that was blocked, but now that we got it out the way, we can actually enter a deeper level of the underground sewer area. And here you will find a whole bunch of ant Medabots. It looks like there's an ant Medabot colony down here. And there's a whole bunch of kids trapped down here too. So you can come and chat to some of them and even buy some Meta parts and stuff. It looks like the ant Medabots might be stealing Meta parts and then trying to sell them or something. And they are kidnapping the kids to work for them, which is pretty crazy. But we have battled some of the ant Medabots, and we've got to take on another one before we can proceed through. We have almost come to the end of this little level, and there is another door blocking the way. But of course, we have to battle more ant Medabots, and some of the battles are quite tricky. So after defeating them, we've got to equip a specific item, and then we will be able to open the door. So the specific item that we actually need is called Scorpion Dog. It's a head item. We've equipped it to one of our Medabots, and that has broken the door. And here we have found the Queen Ant, which delivers all the orders, but it looks like it's a Rubberobo gang member that was in disguise. So the Rubberobo gang members had tricked the Medabot ants, and they thought they were following their queen's orders, but it was a Rubberobo gang member in disguise. We have now entered the next level of the underground, and this place looks super futuristic. We find some kind of weird machine here, and then Dr. Almond arrives. So it looks like we might have to battle him, and he is also here with some of the Rubberobo gang members, including one of their leaders. So I'm not sure what we actually have to do now. We try and enter some of the other doors outside, but they're both locked. But we can head west, where we have found another area where it looks like the Medabot ants had been living. We explore the new area, and it looks like there's a giant rock blocking one of the paths. So again, we have to equip a specific item. It's a head item called Blaster, and if you do that, you'll be able to remove the rock. So after doing that, some of the Rubberobo gang members catch up to us, and they said they want to play a game. They're going to chase us, and we're going to have to try and run away, and we might have to battle them whilst trying to escape. So that should be a bit of fun. I'm always down for more battling. And of course, you can find some Medapots and items down here too. We find another rock blocking the path, and this time we have to swap our headgear once again. So this time we have to equip a different item called Armorhead, and that will destroy the second rock. After that, we can proceed through, and it looks like we are almost at the end. We've reached some special battle arena, and here we've taken on some of the Rubberobo gang members, but now we're going to take on one of the bosses, Gill-Girl. We may be taking on all of the Rubberobo gang leadership in today's episode. We already defeated SEASLUG. Now we're taking on Gill-Girl, and as you can see, Gill-Girl has an absolutely insane Medabot. The Medabot right at the top, which looks kind of like an alien. It's got an attack with a skull, and if that skull attack hits your Medabot, you can lose 2 or 3 parts instantly, which is absolutely insane. As you can see, it just hit my Metabee and destroyed some of our parts. Luckily, it just destroyed my arm, but that is incredible. I wouldn't mind adding that Medabot to our team because that attack is just crazy effective. I don't think it hits all types of Medabots, but if it does affect your specific types, then you are in a lot of trouble. So we did have a bit of difficulty with this specific Medafight. I do recommend that you target that top Medabot as quickly as possible and try stop it from attacking. And you've got to try use your other Medabots to try and protect your main Medabots at all cost. I definitely have to say from this point onward in the game, the meta battles get a lot more difficult. There's quite a big step up, so you do have to be prepared for that. The beginning meta fights were pretty easy, but now they really start getting hard because some Medabots have some crazy abilities. But we're trying everything we can. We're trying to knock out the remaining Medabots. We knocked out one of our opponents, but unfortunately we haven't knocked out the main one. And we are down to our final Medabots, and we've only got our headgear left. So I think we've got one more Medaforce. I'm hoping it hits the top Medabot. And yes, luckily it did hit and destroyed its head. Talk about a close call. We were literally down to our final Medabot and final Metapart, so if we got hit once more, we would have been out. So I'm really happy we got the W. After that, we fall down to a brand new area where we find a Medabot on display, which is called the Queen Margarita, and it looks like there's fish swimming all around us, so we might be underground, like in the ocean kind of thing. We are really going lower and lower down. And after that, the Rubberobo gang drop down too, and they're on the hunt trying to find us. They do find the Queen Margarita. I'm not sure if they're going to try and steal this Medabot. But the next thing, Dr. Almond arrives as well, and we get teleported to a brand new area filled with people. We are wearing our knight costume, so when we arrive, everyone thinks we are some great hero. We are the chosen one. So I don't know what that's about, but we'll play along. In the next episode, we'll explore the area and hopefully put an end to the Rubberobo gang once and for all. We'll just have to see how that goes, but that's all it's going to be. Thanks for watching.